You don't always notice it right away. Sometimes it starts with something as simple as standing up from a chair. You go to rise, like you've done thousands of times before. But this time, it takes just a little more effort. Your knees feel stiff. Your legs don't feel as steady. And you find yourself pushing down harder with your arms to help you up. Other times, it shows up on the stairs. You may feel wobbly halfway up, or cautious going down, not because you're afraid, but because you just don't feel as strong as you used to. You grip the railing a little tighter, and in the back of your mind, a quiet worry begins to form. Or maybe it's in the smaller things. Lifting a laundry basket feels heavier. Carrying groceries leaves you winded. You stop reaching for the top shelf, not because you can't, but because it's more trouble than it used to be. And if we're being honest, it can feel frustrating, even discouraging. You might start asking yourself, why is everything getting harder? Am I just getting old? Is this the beginning of the end of my independence? Here's what I want you to hear loud and clear today. You are not alone in this. What you're going through is something that almost every person over 60 experiences to some degree. And more importantly, it's not your fault, and it's not permanent. The name for what you're feeling is sarcopenia. That's the medical term for age-related muscle loss. And it's far more common than most people realize. In fact, according to the National Institutes of Health, after the age of 60, the average person can lose anywhere from 3% to 8% of their muscle mass every decade. For some, it can happen even faster. And without the right kind of support, this slow loss of strength can gradually lead to more serious issues, like fatigue, difficulty walking, poor balance, and an increased risk of falls or injuries. Now, let me be very clear. This doesn't mean you're doomed to get weaker. It doesn't mean you have to stop doing the things you love. It doesn't mean your best days are behind you. Because here's the encouraging truth, one that too many seniors don't hear often enough. Your body is capable of rebuilding muscle, even after 65. Yes, you can become stronger. Yes, you can regain energy, balance, and stability. And yes, you can feel confident and capable again. But it starts with one key shift that's easy to overlook: the food you eat. Let me explain. Every time you eat, you're not just satisfying hunger. You're feeding your muscles, your brain, your bones, and your cells. You're either giving your body the nutrients it needs to repair, grow, and function well, or you're missing out on key building blocks that keep you strong and mobile. When it comes to muscle health, most people immediately think of exercise. And while movement and resistance training are important, nutrition is just as essential, and often even more powerful. Think of it this way. If your body is a construction site, exercise is the team of workers showing up with tools, ready to build. But food is the building material. If you don't have the right bricks, wood, and nails, there's nothing to build with. No matter how hard the workers try, they can't put up walls without the right materials. Your muscles need protein, yes, but they also need certain vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that support repair, reduce inflammation, and help you absorb what you eat efficiently. And if you're not getting those things every day, especially as you age, your body simply doesn't have what it needs to stay strong. Now here's where things get really hopeful. There are 5 everyday foods that can provide exactly what your muscles are craving right now. They're not exotic. They're not expensive. And they don't require a fancy meal plan or special delivery service. They're simple, familiar, and incredibly effective when eaten consistently. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through each one, why it works, how to use it, and what makes it so beneficial for muscle strength and overall energy after 65. Because your health journey doesn't end with retirement. In fact, this chapter of your life can be one of the strongest. Literally. When you fuel your body with the right foods, you can turn the tide on muscle loss. You can reduce your risk of falls. You can increase your energy. And you can keep doing the things that matter most to you. Walking with loved ones, playing with grandkids, gardening, traveling, or simply living each day without the burden of weakness or fatigue. So let me say this again. You are not too old to regain strength. You are not past the point of improvement. And your body is more capable than you might think. Right now, you are one simple decision away from a better tomorrow. And it starts with what you put on your plate. Now that you understand just how important muscle health is, and how much power you still have to change it, let's talk about real, practical solutions. In just a moment, I'll walk you through 5 specific foods that can make a powerful difference in how your muscles feel and function, starting today. These aren't trendy superfoods or hard-to-find ingredients. They're everyday staples you can begin adding to your routine right now. And if this is already resonating with you, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below. Let us know. How have your muscles been feeling lately? Let's begin with something simple, affordable, and often already in your refrigerator: eggs. Eggs are one of the most powerful foods you can eat for rebuilding muscle, especially after the age of 65. And here's why. Eggs are considered a complete protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids that your body needs to build and repair muscle tissue. That alone makes them valuable, but there's one amino acid in particular that really stands out: leucine. Leucine plays a key role in a process called muscle protein synthesis. That's the body's natural way of repairing and rebuilding muscle after it breaks down. And as we get older, our bodies become less efficient at that process. We don't rebuild muscle as easily or as quickly as we used to. That's why it becomes even more important to eat foods rich in leucine and other high-quality proteins that support muscle recovery. Eggs deliver exactly that. In fact, one large egg gives you about 6 to 7 grams of protein, along with a range of other helpful nutrients like vitamin D, B vitamins, choline, and healthy fats, all of which play supporting roles in energy production, muscle strength, and cellular repair. Now, for many years, people were told to be cautious about eating eggs because of cholesterol concerns. But more recent research, including guidance from the American Heart Association, shows that moderate egg consumption is safe for most people, especially when it's part of a balanced, nutrient-rich diet. In other words, for healthy older adults, eating an egg a day can be a perfectly healthy habit, and even beneficial when it comes to maintaining strength. So how can you start making eggs a regular part of your routine? There are so many gentle, senior-friendly ways to enjoy them. Scrambled eggs are one of the easiest to prepare. Soft, warm, and comforting. You can add a few chopped vegetables like spinach or mushrooms to boost the nutrition even further. If you prefer something convenient you can grab and go, hard-boiled eggs are a great option. They store well in the fridge, and they make a quick protein-rich snack during the day. You might also enjoy egg salad made with a touch of olive oil or avocado instead of heavy mayonnaise, served on whole grain toast or wrapped in a fresh lettuce leaf. Even an omelet can be a great dinner option, light, nutritious, and easy to digest, especially when filled with your favorite vegetables or a little bit of lean meat. I remember speaking with a gentleman in his early 70s who decided to start his mornings with 2 scrambled eggs and a slice of whole grain toast. He told me that within a couple of weeks, he noticed something surprising. He wasn't feeling as tired in the late morning, and when he went out for his usual walk, he felt steadier, more energized, and less winded. That's the power of small, consistent changes. Sometimes, just giving your body the right kind of fuel can restore strength you didn't realize you were missing. Eggs may be simple, but when it comes to rebuilding muscle and maintaining vitality after 65, they're one of the most effective tools you can reach for. One small food with a powerful impact. Now let's talk about a food that's not only delicious but also one of the most versatile and powerful muscle-supporting options for seniors: Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt stands out for one major reason. It's packed with high-quality protein. And not just any protein. We're talking about casein and whey, which are both excellent for muscle maintenance and recovery. This combination provides a steady stream of amino acids that helps your muscles rebuild and stay strong throughout the day. What makes Greek yogurt different from regular yogurt is the way it's strained. This process removes much of the liquid whey, resulting in a thicker, creamier texture and nearly twice as much protein per serving. For someone over 65 looking to support muscle strength, that's a big deal. Each cup of Greek yogurt can offer between 15 to 20 grams of protein, which is a generous amount to start or end your day with. But protein isn't the only thing Greek yogurt has going for it. It also contains probiotics, which are the healthy bacteria that support your gut health. That may not seem directly related to muscle strength, but here's why it matters. When your digestive system is healthy, your body can absorb nutrients more efficiently, and that includes the protein and vitamins you need to build and maintain muscle. Plus, Greek yogurt is rich in calcium, a mineral that supports not just bones, but also healthy muscle contractions and nerve function. Adding Greek yogurt to your diet is also incredibly easy. It can be a smooth and gentle breakfast, especially when topped with a few fresh berries or a drizzle of honey. If you prefer something more filling, you can turn it into a satisfying parfait layered with fruit and a sprinkle of nuts or seeds. Some people even blend it into smoothies for an afternoon energy boost. Combining it with half a banana, some frozen berries, and a splash of milk creates a smooth, muscle-nourishing drink you can sip anytime. And don't forget, Greek yogurt doesn't always have to be sweet. You can also enjoy it in savory ways. A small bowl of plain Greek yogurt makes a great side dish or dip for sliced vegetables. You can even use it as a base for healthy dressings or a topping for baked potatoes or soups instead of sour cream. One woman I spoke with, a retired teacher in her late 60s, shared that she began having a cup of Greek yogurt with fruit and flaxseed every afternoon as her go-to snack. She told me that not only did it keep her full and satisfied until dinner, but over time, she noticed her legs didn't feel as tired by the end of the day. She said it was one of the easiest habits she ever started, and one of the most helpful. Greek yogurt may seem like a small addition, but the benefits go far beyond the spoon. It gives your muscles the support they need. It helps your digestive system stay strong and efficient. And most importantly, it's easy to eat, easy to enjoy, and easy to stick with. That's what makes it such a valuable part of your daily nutrition, especially when your goal is rebuilding strength, one bite at a time. As we continue exploring foods that help rebuild muscle after 65, we come to a familiar and reliable source of strength: lean poultry, especially chicken and turkey. These two types of meat are among the most effective sources of high-quality protein you can find, and for good reason. They're rich in complete proteins, meaning they provide all the essential amino acids your body needs to rebuild muscle fibers and support strength. But they also offer something even more important for older adults. They're lean. That means they provide all that muscle-building power without the added saturated fats that can weigh down your heart and metabolism. Each serving of chicken or turkey can deliver 25 to 30 grams of protein, depending on how it's prepared. That's a significant amount, enough to support muscle recovery after a long walk, help repair tissue after a day of activity, or simply maintain the strength you already have. And unlike red meats, lean poultry is gentle on digestion and lower in cholesterol, making it a heart-smart option for seniors who are watching their cardiovascular health as well. But there's more to poultry than just protein. These meats also contain key nutrients like vitamin B6, which supports energy metabolism, and selenium, which plays a role in protecting cells from damage, including muscle cells. And let's not forget about niacin, another B vitamin that helps convert food into usable energy, helping you feel more alert and less sluggish throughout the day. One of the things I appreciate most about chicken and turkey is how adaptable they are. For those who prefer simple meals, grilled chicken breast served alongside some steamed vegetables can be a complete, nourishing dinner. If you're looking for something more comforting, a warm bowl of chicken and vegetable soup can be both soothing and strengthening, especially on colder days or when your appetite isn't as strong. For a lighter option, you might try sliced turkey in a whole grain wrap with leafy greens and hummus, or even a turkey and avocado sandwich for a protein-packed lunch. And for those with limited energy or mobility, store-bought rotisserie chicken, just make sure it's low in sodium, can be an easy, ready-to-eat solution that still delivers the nutrients your muscles need. I remember one couple in their late 60s who started incorporating lean poultry into their dinners at least 4 nights a week. They kept things simple: grilled or baked chicken, roasted sweet potatoes, and a side of greens. They weren't doing any fancy workouts or extreme dieting, but within a few months, both noticed a difference. The husband said he could climb the stairs in their home without holding onto the railing quite so tightly. His wife said her arms didn't feel as weak when lifting things around the house. It wasn't a dramatic transformation, just a steady return of strength that made everyday life feel easier. That's the kind of change we're aiming for. Small, consistent shifts that make you feel more capable, more mobile, and more confident in your body. Lean poultry is a smart, straightforward way to give your muscles the fuel they need, and it fits easily into just about any lifestyle. So whether it's baked, grilled, shredded into a salad, or stirred into a hearty stew, adding chicken or turkey to your daily meals can quietly and powerfully help you rebuild the strength that time may have taken away. Now let's take a look at one of the most underestimated sources of strength in the entire kitchen: beans and lentils. These humble, everyday foods may not seem flashy, but they're absolutely packed with the nutrients your body needs to rebuild muscle, especially as you age. What makes them especially unique is that they offer both plant-based protein and a generous amount of fiber, something many seniors tend to be missing from their diets. Let's start with the protein. While animal-based proteins like eggs and poultry tend to get most of the attention, beans and lentils provide a steady, plant-powered source of muscle support. A single cup of cooked lentils, for example, contains about 18 grams of protein. That's almost as much as 3 eggs. Black beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, navy beans, they all offer similar muscle-building benefits. And even though they don't contain all 9 essential amino acids on their own, when combined with whole grains like brown rice or whole grain toast, they become a complete protein, just like meat or dairy. But beyond protein, what makes beans and lentils especially helpful for seniors is their high content of iron, magnesium, and folate, minerals and vitamins that support energy, oxygen circulation, and muscle contraction. Magnesium, in particular, plays a vital role in preventing muscle cramps and keeping your nerves and muscles functioning properly. These nutrients become more important with age, especially for those who may be dealing with fatigue or general muscle weakness. And then there's the fiber. Fiber may not sound like something that supports your muscles, but it plays a key role in overall health, keeping blood sugar stable, improving digestion, and helping the body absorb nutrients more efficiently. When your gut is healthy and your blood sugar is balanced, your muscles are more likely to get the steady flow of energy they need throughout the day. The best part? Beans and lentils are incredibly easy to add to your daily meals. A warm bowl of lentil soup on a cool evening is not only comforting, but also deeply nourishing. Adding a half cup of black beans to your lunch, whether it's inside a whole grain wrap, mixed into a salad, or spooned over rice, can add a meaningful amount of protein and fiber without any fuss. Some people enjoy roasted chickpeas as a crunchy snack, or use hummus, which is made from blended chickpeas, as a spread on whole grain toast or as a dip for raw vegetables. There was a gentleman I once spoke with, a retired carpenter in his early 70s, who began adding a small bowl of lentil stew to his lunch a few times a week. He told me that within a month or two, he felt more steady on his feet, as he put it. He didn't make any big changes to his routine, but that one small addition gave his muscles and his body what it had been quietly asking for: better fuel. It's important to remember that eating for strength doesn't always have to mean meat or protein shakes. The earth has been providing powerful, healing foods for generations, and beans and lentils are among the most reliable of them all. They're affordable, easy to store, simple to prepare, and incredibly effective when it comes to helping seniors restore energy, improve mobility, and support healthy aging. So if you're looking for a gentle, natural way to nourish your muscles, while also helping your heart, your digestion, and your energy levels, don't overlook what a small scoop of beans or a bowl of lentils can do. Sometimes the simplest foods carry the most strength. Now let's talk about something small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, yet powerful enough to support muscle strength, fight inflammation, and give you a steady source of energy throughout the day. I'm talking about nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, sunflower seeds. These tiny foods may not look like much, but they are absolutely packed with nutrients that your muscles need, especially after the age of 65. And they do more than just provide protein. They offer a unique combination of healthy fats, vitamins, and anti-inflammatory compounds that help your body recover, rebuild, and stay energized. Let's start with the protein. A small handful of almonds, about 23 nuts, contains 6 grams of plant-based protein. Pumpkin seeds deliver even more, along with magnesium, zinc, and iron, minerals that help your muscles contract, your nerves fire properly, and your cells repair after activity. These nutrients are especially important for seniors who might be feeling more fatigued or who are experiencing slower healing or recovery from everyday strain. But what truly sets nuts and seeds apart is their content of healthy fats, especially omega-3s. These fats reduce inflammation, which is a hidden factor behind many age-related conditions, including muscle loss. Chronic inflammation can quietly interfere with muscle repair and even make you more prone to injury. By eating more anti-inflammatory foods, like walnuts, flax seeds, or chia seeds, you're helping your muscles recover in a calmer, more stable environment. One of the things I love most about nuts and seeds is how convenient they are. You don't need to cook, chop, or season anything. A small handful of mixed nuts in the afternoon can provide a satisfying, protein-rich snack that helps curb hunger and energize you for the rest of your day. Some people enjoy sprinkling ground flax seeds or chia seeds into their morning oatmeal or blending them into a smoothie. You can also stir sunflower seeds into a salad or spread almond butter on whole grain toast for a gentle, muscle-nourishing breakfast. I spoke once with a woman in her late 60s who had struggled for years with afternoon fatigue. She said she used to rely on sugary snacks for a quick boost, but the energy would never last, and she'd feel even more tired an hour later. At her doctor's suggestion, she started switching out her usual treat for a small bowl of Greek yogurt with a spoonful of chopped walnuts and a drizzle of honey. Within a few weeks, she noticed she felt more stable throughout the afternoon. She wasn't crashing like before, and she said her body just felt better. Stronger. Less inflamed. That's the beauty of these small, nourishing foods. They don't require much, just a little consistency. And over time, they provide the essential support your muscles need to repair and grow, while also giving your body lasting energy and improved recovery. Of course, with nuts and seeds, it's important to be mindful of portion sizes, not because they're unhealthy, but because they are calorie-dense. A small handful per day is usually enough to get the benefits without overdoing it. And if you have dental concerns or difficulty chewing, you can still enjoy nut butters or finely ground seeds, which are easier to manage but offer the same support. So if you're looking for a simple, everyday way to fight muscle loss, reduce inflammation, and fuel your body with natural, healing energy, look no further than a handful of almonds, a spoonful of pumpkin seeds, or a slice of toast with sunflower butter. These tiny ingredients can quietly strengthen your body in ways that add up, one bite at a time. So, let's take a step back and reflect for a moment. If you've ever felt yourself getting weaker, if you've noticed your energy slipping, your movements slowing, or your strength fading just a little more with each passing year, I want you to know, this isn't just the way things have to be. Yes, aging brings changes. But that doesn't mean you're powerless. And it certainly doesn't mean you can't get stronger again. Every food we talked about today, from the eggs in your fridge, to the yogurt in your morning bowl, to the chicken on your plate, the lentils in your pantry, and even the handful of almonds in your drawer, each of them is more than just food. They're tools. Tools your body can use to rebuild, repair, and reawaken the strength that may have started to slip away. And the beauty is, you don't need to change everything overnight. You don't need to eat perfectly or follow a complicated routine. All it takes is one step, one meal, one better choice each day. Because over time, those small choices add up. They build something stronger, something steadier, something you can feel, not just in your arms or legs, but in your confidence, your energy, and your ability to live life on your own terms. Rebuilding muscle after 65 isn't about getting back to who you were in your 20s. It's about becoming the strongest version of who you are today. It's about keeping up with your grandkids, taking that walk with your spouse, standing tall in your kitchen, and knowing your body can carry you, comfortably, safely, and without fear. You have more strength in you than you think. And the foods you eat can help bring it out. One bite, one day, one decision at a time. So if this video gave you something helpful today, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more people just like you. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're here every week with practical, trusted health tips made just for seniors who want to feel their best. Before you go, tell us in the comments, which of these 5 foods will you start adding to your day? Or maybe you've already seen the benefits of one of them in your life. We'd love to hear your story. And finally, if you know someone, a parent, a neighbor, a friend, who could use a little strength and encouragement right now, share this video with them. Because we're all stronger when we support each other. Until next time, stay well, stay strong, and remember, it's never too late to start rebuilding the healthiest version of you.